This is an organisation that raises money to fight and cure cancer, and yet they're actually encouraging people to consume more meat, which is a massive, massive cause of cancer. So I was watching television the other day and I was absolutely astonished to see an advert for Cancer Research UK. Cancer Research UK is a massive cancer charity. They ask for donations. They do lots of wonderful, wonderful work researching cancer, trying to, save people's lives from cancer, and trying desperately to find a cure for cancer. However, this advert on television and subsequently the adverts on their website absolutely astonished me and made me so bloody mad and so bloody angry that I feel like I had to make this video. They are trying to raise funds by encouraging people to hold barbecues all across Britain. They are a cancer charity which is basically encouraging people to consume more meat and animal products. Meat and animal products are a massive, massive contributor or a massive factor to people actually getting cancer. When you have a diet where you get a lot of your proteins from animal products, it's protein from animal products that causes cancer cells to grow and to multiply. In other words, the more meat you consume, the more animal products you consume, the more animal-based protein you consume, the more likely you are to actually develop cancer. Now, cancer is a non-selective disease. The fittest, healthiest, cleanest living human being on earth can still get cancer. If you're a vegan, you can still get cancer. If you are an athlete who runs marathons and eats the cleanest, healthiest diet, you can still get cancer. Yes, of course, anybody on this earth can get cancer. But it's been borne out by years of research by almost every organisation that researches cancer. If you consume lots of meat, if you consume protein, animal protein, you will greatly increase the risk of getting cancer. This is a cancer charity that is trying to cut back on the number of people who are getting cancer, trying to encourage people to be fitter and healthier. They're trying to raise money by encouraging you to eat more meat. Cancer Research UK is a wonderful charity. They do a lot of wonderful work. They support very sick, very ill people. But they are being unbelievably irresponsible in encouraging people to raise money by having barbecues, by consuming meat, when meat is a massive, massive cause of cancer. Yes, of course, barbecues, people who have barbecues will have salads, they'll have fruit, dessert maybe, they'll have vegetables. What do most people have at a barbecue? Well, meat. That's kind of what a barbecue is, right? You barbecue meat, that's the whole point. And by encouraging people to consume more meat, Cancer Research UK, I'm afraid, are just being irresponsible and actually, downright dangerous. I've been doing a lot of research over the last few days into meat consumption and cancer, and I've made some notes about just some of the staggering figures. The Oxford University Heart Unit, for instance, did a study into the number of premature deaths in Britain and correlated with meat consumption. And they basically said that if you lower the meat consumption, reduce the amount of meat that we eat in our diets, we could save 45,000 premature deaths in the UK alone. 45,000 people could be saved from pain and agony and the death of cancer if we reduce the amount of meat we eat. Now, from those 45,000 premature deaths, 31,000 of those people will die of heart disease because of the amount of meat they consume. 9,000 will die of cancer and 5,000 will die from a stroke. All of those things, the heart disease, the cancer, strokes, they are all linked with meat consumption. This is what their study was. You study people who eat certain amounts of meat, you get these statistics. 45,000 premature deaths could be stopped if we lower the consumption of meat, and yet Cancer Research UK is encouraging people to eat more meat. I read a study online from the University of Southern California, again, researching premature deaths and cancer and diseases, in conjunction with meat consumption, and they had this to say: if you consume meat products, animal products, you consume your protein from animal products, you are more than 4 times as likely to die of cancer than somebody who either consumes a very small amount of meat and animal products or none at all. If you consume animal products, meat and dairy, you are more than 4 times as likely to die of cancer. And yet Cancer Research UK is encouraging people to help them raise funds by encouraging people to consume lots of meat. It's irresponsible, it's dangerous, and it's downright stupid. I took a look at the World Health Organisation's stance on meat consumption and cancer. There is almost universal agreement that aspects of the westernised diet are a major determinant of risk. Determinant of risk, they're talking about cancer. For instance, the evidence is that the risk of cancer is increased by high intakes of meat and fat and proteins derived from animal products, and that risk is decreased by high intakes of fruits, vegetables, dietary fibre, calcium, etc, etc. So the World Health Organization, they're not a bunch of vegetarians, they're not a bunch of vegans, they're not like me. You might be watching this video and saying, well, Mark would say eat less meat, get less cancer. This is the World Health Organization. They know a thing or two about people's health, and they are simply saying you have an increased risk of cancer or death from cancer with high intakes of meat and fat and proteins derived from animal products. The World Health Organization is telling people, the study goes on to say, if you just cut meat consumption by 30% from your diet, your risk of cancer drops. The World Health Organization is telling people, eat less meat, less chance of cancer. Cancer Research UK is telling people, hey, everybody have a barbecue, eat more meat, and we'll raise money to save lives from cancer. Well, how about Cancer Research UK encourages people to not eat meat and eat healthy, good, clean foods that don't actually give people cancer in the first place? What's almost more extraordinary than this campaign of raising money to fight cancer by encouraging people to eat dead animal flesh is that they actually have a section on their website which tells you how to have a healthier barbecue. And one of the things that they say on their website, have a healthier barbecue, you should drink less alcohol, because alcohol is a major cause of cancer. So Cancer Research UK is telling people, have a healthy barbecue by drinking less booze, because booze causes cancer, but have a barbecue and eat meat. It makes no sense at all. This is an extraordinary campaign, and just incredible. This charity encouraging people to consume stuff that gives you cancer, but on the other hand they're saying, hey, have a healthy barbecue, drink less alcohol, because alcohol causes cancer. The fact of the matter is, and lots of meat eaters and charities and media organisations won't promote this idea, but it is a fact. Consuming meat, consuming the dead flesh of an animal, consuming any animal product, consuming protein from those animal products, basically greatly increases your risk of cancer. If we want less cancer in the world, we have to consume less animal products.